Started out on live, man, that was the play. Streaming every night, building up the sway. But as the site faded, I had to find my way. Now I'm hopping platforms, surfing through the fray. Got my crew behind me, yeah, we call them givers. Chillin' IRL, catching all the rivers. Farkle in the chat, bringing loss to the grind. Talking cripple games while we sippin' Jack Fine. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. New Zealand vibes, surfing waves day to night. Always looking for the next thrill, that's where I ignite. Community so solid, always shining bright. Rolling deep and cruising for the height. From the struggle to the stream, it's all just a game. But with the giver found, we're making our name. Jack and crypto profits, life just gets sweeter. Every view and every stream, making life a keeper. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. So here's to the journey, no regrets in sight. Each laugh and each tear, it's a beautiful fight. Keep the wave rolling, let the good vibes flow. We're the givers, together in the show. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. Script is how we play a game. From start to next time, chasing fame. With the year behind me, changing scenes. So through it and then living out the dream. Got my acoustic strum, curing it chill for cracking jokes. Go spot the thrill. In the land of Kiwis, we ride the waves. Our road streams phone, no better days. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme.
Good morning, my spicy little nugget. Dream times. This is the first time I've told you this dream, but this does happen quite often for me. So I had a pretty realistic dream about TRACER reforming or reuniting. I guess I have this dream, or a version of this dream, every couple of months. Yeah. It's usually really, really realistic, and I usually wake up from it really, really sad. I woke myself out of this one about an hour ago, because I didn't want to dream about it, but the way it happened was that I was somewhere with the TRACER boys, and I guess this is a bit of a weird one, because we're walking along and Dre, the drummer, says to me, "Oh, we're going into this weird, it's like a studio, but it was also a venue, and it was open to the public, but it was like a stage, and the idea was that any band that wanted to could go in and set up and perform, like do a rehearsal or something, like on a full, like using the stage, using the sound system, using the room, just to sort of test their, I guess it's like testing their show, if you like a dry run, but an actual, not a dry run, because it's like an actual venue and people can come and watch. And so we were going to this place, and it was a place that Dre had known the venue owner, and they were like, yeah, they said we could come in and just set up. And I was like, but why are you going in to set up? Like, what are we doing? Like, you guys quit like almost 10 years ago now. What's the crack? And that's when Jetty looked at me and goes, well, Benon, I've been up all night talking on the phone. And I was like, what would that mean, Jet? You've been up all night talking on the phone? That would mean you're talking to Europe. Why would you be on the phone? That means you're reforming? And they wouldn't say. They were like, we're not saying anything. And I'm like, you guys are reforming? What the fuck? This is amazing. And I was so happy. And they're like, we're not saying anything. We're not saying anything. But we're going in and we're gonna do a show. We're gonna just test out 6 songs or so. And we're gonna just see how we feel. Like, this is incredible. And then Lockie turned up, sound engineer. He's like, yeah, they called me, Ben. They called me. It's like, so we all know what's going on. We're going in and we're going to do 6 songs in this venue, and there could be people in there, there might not be, but it's a full stage setup. So we're gonna hang up our banner. It's gonna be all professional, like we're on tour. And they're like, yeah, but don't get too excited. And then the next thing we know, we walk into this venue, and it is packed. Like, it is people lining up outside, people in like the bistro trying to get into the venue area, and we're like, what's all this? What's all this? And then one of the friends that Dre knew, or the guy that runs the venue, comes over and goes, yeah, I kind of told some people, and they've told some people, and everybody's here to see you guys. And we're like, and that's when it was like, this is actually a show now. This isn't just like a rehearsal. This is an actual show. And then we were in the dressing room, and Mike is like, fuck, man, I'm not really ready for this. We're just kind of messing around here, but all of a sudden there's like thousands of people. What the hell? We haven't played in like almost 10 years. And he starts getting nervous, and he starts scribbling down a set list and trying to pick songs to play. And I was like, this is actually happening. This is a TRACER show. This is incredible. I was so excited. And I stuck my head out into the venue, and it was just people like fucking like so G'd up. Like, people with TRACER shirts, people with TRACER banners. Everyone was super, super pumped. And I looked up to the sound desk where Lockie was sort of just fiddling around setting up, and there was, behind the sound desk, there was like this sort of media area where it was like maybe 20 photographers lining up to get in and come and shoot the first 3 songs. 20 photographers. I turned around back into the dressing room and said, Dre, there's at least 20 photographers out there. Hey, this is massive, man. This is going to be huge news. And he's like, fuck, man, yeah, I guess it is. And I was so pumped up and so excited. I ran up to the sound desk and said to Lockie, man, how are we going to record this? Like, I wasn't ready for this. Have you got your Tascam? This is a little audio device that we record every show with. He's like, I didn't bring it, man. I wasn't expecting it. This is just a one-off. I don't know. I was like, fuck it, man. Take my iPhone and record the audio on the iPhone. Don't miss anything, man. This is really important. This is TRACER's first show back. Look at the crowd. Look at the photographer. This is massive, man. And Lockie was like, yeah, man, this is bigger than I thought. Anyway, I run back into the dressing room, and I start working. Like, that's when I sort of realised I've got to work here as well. So I start setting up photos and getting some backstage shots and getting super pumped up. And then Mike comes to me and says, man, what song do you want us to open with? I was like, you're going to let me choose the opening song? Are you kidding? Oh, I've got to fight. Here comes the morning fight. Here it comes. Ooh, a double banger. Sorry about that, girl. You know what it's like. Those little bodily emotions. They come. They come. They come. Okay, I chose the wrong word then. That wasn't sexual. Yeah, he's like, okay, Ben, yeah, you can choose the opening song. I'm having trouble writing the set list. And I'm like, fucking hell, man. Well, Mike, I really loved Wrecking Ball. That's my favourite song of yours from a long time. And he's like, I know, but that's an old one. Maybe choose one that wasn't like off our last record? I'm like, no. You told me. I choose. I want you to open with Wrecking Ball. He's like, okay, we'll do Wrecking Ball. And then that's when I went out into the venue and I was sort of just like looking at the stage and getting all psyched. And I was like, in my dream, I was like, this isn't real, right? You, even though you're in this venue and even though this is happening in inverted commas, you are aware this is all fake, right? This is just a dream. And that's when I was like, yeah, but it's a fucking good one. And I was like, nah. And I pulled myself out of it. I woke myself up. And I went to the bathroom and I was like, dude, calm down. TRACER are not reforming. It's not going to happen. Just relax. And I was so bummed out, girl. Like, so bummed.
Damn it. I was muted. I was so busy listening to that dream. Rewind. I got carried away with my dream. Rewind. Let me say this one more time. It is Monday, the 16th of February, 2026, and welcome back to the channel. What a start. Look, I was saying one can dream, right? One can dream. I dream a lot, and I dream a lot about TRACER reforming. That's one of the dreams. Sometime I may share another one of my dreams from TRACER, another one of my dreams about TRACER with you guys, but it's not often that I'll. So anyway, I made this recording and I thought I'd share that with you. And I was dreaming about TRACER reforming. What I want to do here today, though, is dedicate a few hours to remembering TRACER as we do every year on this exact day. Why this day? This is the day that they did call it quits. February 16, 2018. They said, no more, we're done. And every year on the day, I've sat down here and dug out some archival footage, played some tunes, had a good time, raised some jack to the lips in honorary celebratory measures. So I plan on doing that with you all. And so in the chat, yes, thank you. I see a few people here. You can watch this wherever you want. If you are watching on Facebook, I probably will not see your chat comments, but I can see them coming across everywhere else, such as Valora TV, D-Live, Daleski's over there. Dream on until your dreams come true on Kick. Love the intro. Thank you, man. Drumzilla on Kick. Drumzilla, the app is glitchy. I'm going to say that's your internet because the Kick app is actually quite solid. Exclamation fart. I turned those off during the dream, but there was a real fart in there. Opening with El Pistolero. No, they're going to open with Wrecking Ball. Better than his lucid dreams. Muted, no sound. Hey, MD Wit, how you doing? There it is of crazy lucid realistic dreams. What to do all, whoever the fuck all is, not about TRACER. I dream about everything and anything. Stream is solid for me. Yeah, thank you, Dale. So what I want to do first, as we have done in the past, is go ahead and read the announcement from TRACER. That's the last thing that we've heard from these yahoos from February 16, 2018. Can we make this larger? The announcement here, we started in a garage with posters of our heroes on the walls, hoping that one day we would be just like them. After 10 years, 8 international tours, 3 albums, and many lifetimes of great memories from all around the globe, today we put our dream on hold as we each explore other adventures in our lives. We are extremely proud of what we've achieved, and we are still amazed that we could be shown so much love by people all around the world, especially those in the UK and Europe. Hello to the UK, whoever's watching over there, and Europe. It's a horrible time for you. Time zone, but suck shit. It's perfect for me. No, I'm being silly, but if you do watch the replay, I love yous all. Without you, the fans, the ones that brought the ruckus at the shows, the ones that sang their hearts out with us, the ones that cooked meals for us, that cleaned our hideous stage clothes, the ones that showed us that music can still forge a deep connection between all sorts of crazy people, you sustained us for the last 10 years. Those years defined our lives, and without you, it would have only been an unrealized dream. We'd love for you to share with the rest of the Tracer Legion your favorite moments and pics and videos in the comments section below. We thank you with one final encore that we trust you will crank up as loud as possible and rock out with us. For now, it's thank you and good night, Mike, Dre, and Jet. And then there's a little promo there for a t-shirt and a single, which didn't actually happen. But that song there, Devil with a Halo, one of my favorite all-time Tracers tracks that's not on a record. It's a hold off from the third album, Water for Thirsty Dogs, that didn't get the record, but it did get a beautiful reception here on these streams and whenever I play it, which is quite often. But what I've got today, I was quite blown away by this. When I was going through my archives, I didn't have anything in mind. I just pulled up the Tracer Tour video archive and I was like, okay, there. And I just pressed play on a video. And what I found was a jam in Switzerland in the basement of Dre's auntie's place, where we spent a fair amount of time, like a lot of time actually. And in this jam, there's a lot going on because, first of all, if I remember correctly, that was just after Lee Brown had announced his departure from the band, but also between. So we had a whole bunch of headline shows throughout Germany mainly, but other parts as well, Netherlands. Don't think we hit Spain. We had these headline shows, then there was a gap, and then there was the Raw Republic tour. And it was in that gap when Lee had announced that he's going to be leaving the band. It was also in that same time period, unless I'm mixing this up, but I don't think I am. In that same time period, the band had been given the information that they're going to be going to America to record with Kevin Shirley, South African producer, most notable for, well, in Australia anyway, most notable for doing Frog Stomp with Silverchair, but also Led Zeppelin remasters and a whole bunch of other stuff with Joe Bonamassa. So they were going across to America, and in this jam, there is what obviously became the song Hangman. So we've got this weird basement jam with the core workings of Hangman, with Lee Brown, who wasn't going to be playing on the record and wasn't going to be included in the band. So I've got that there for you, which is a great thing to see. And then we go across to America. So then I've got the recording of the song in Revolver Studios with Kevin Shirley, Thousand Oaks in LA. And that's the song coming together in terms of Kevin Shirley not just recording but producing, like arrangements as well. And so I thought that might be a good sort of focus point for this stream, just to sort of pinpoint one little era of the band, and in this instance, one particular song, a beautiful, beautiful song. So, of course, to appreciate it though, we are going to need a little jack. So Tracer may be done, but those people who made up Tracer live on. Yes, they do. Dre mentioned he may be watching. What's up, y'all? Hazmat at Deck Gaming. How you doing, Hazmat? Hazmat, how you doing? Love me some behind the music stories. Yes. So I'm very fortunate. That's a 1.5 litre bottle too. I'm fortunate for that. Wait, why am I sniffing that? I'm very fortunate that I was involved for so long, and I did get, unrivaled access to the band to be able to share this stuff with you guys, because look, the music never dies, right? The music never dies. The music never changes. The impact the music had when I first heard it is the same now as it was back then. And I think you'll all agree, and I'm pretty certain everyone here that's a regular on my streams, you guys all love this band. Like, and it's not just because there's a connection or there's, you know, they're Australian or something like. No, it's just forget me and forget anything that I've said about that era and that band. The music stands on its own. Like, it's phenomenal. When you hear this track, if you've never heard this track, we're going to play it. We're going to play the song first. When you hear this, you just have to accept that, man, some music just does not get it doesn't get justice, right? Like, this song, this band, this album, El Pistolero, should have been a fucking nationwide treasure in this country, but nobody knows about it. From idea to song, the song process. Yeah. Daleski, what's rad is that 100 years from after we're all dead, people will still be listening to Tracer. Damn straight, dude. So with that in mind, let's just take 6 minutes to enjoy Hangman from Tracer from the El Pistolero album. Where are we? We're going to go over here. And we'll just sit back and enjoy this song. Just appreciate how amazing this is.
Inside the back of your mind, you know right and wrong. Feeling you never felt before, it's already gone. You're telling yourself it's an ugly world, and so you give up. Easily amused, unknowingly used, so to
I mean, come on, right? How rad is that? How rad is that? Let me just take a moment here to read the lyrics because, you know, we hear the music and we appreciate it, but I think the lyric is also very important. Before we do, though, the chat, Spotify playlist, Middle Eastern vibe. Drumzilla thought Devil with a Halo was on a record. No, it's not. It was in the sessions for Water for Thirsty Dogs, but not on the album. That track had a Middle Eastern vibe. Yes, yes, there is some strings. I was just trying to find out who the string master was. Jeff Boven was on the strings. We'll hear about some bass playing in a moment when we get into the Revolver Studio stuff. But also I see Paul there. Yo, how you doing, man? Paul's in the house all the way from the UK. Speaking of the UK, thanks for swinging by. Dalesky, what year did that album come out? 2013. Let's just pause for a moment and read these lyrics. Deep inside the back of your mind, you know right and wrong. A feeling you never felt before, it's already gone. Tell yourself it's an ugly world, so you give up. Easily amused, unknowingly used and sold us. But I will not obey, it's all right. And then there's another verse, but then the chorus, there'll be no hangman to tie me up, no gallows rope around me. There'll be no hangman to tie me up, no noose you make for me will tie me up. Now, also, I've noticed a typo in these lyrics, which is interesting because it kind of changes the meaning. Not that you should ever try to read meaning into someone's lyrics, but here we go anyway, for shits and giggles. The next part of the verse, the chorus is only me on this escapade. Sorry, on the next verse. Only me on this escapade. And then the incorrect lyric that's written says, am I self-made? Am I self-made? But the spoken or the sung lyric says, I am self-made. I am self-made. So that might have been a slight change that happened later on in the recording process after the artwork was already sent to the press, so they say. This is a beautiful album. You should go and get it. I feel this song could have used a softer vocal delivery. Just my opinion. Clever lyrics. Okay, everyone can have their opinion, but just know that you're wrong. So I do hope that those that can and those that are toasting themselves with a little Jack action, because I am, although it's morning for the UK. Please don't forget to like up the stream. Let's move into this footage. So what I've got here first is this is on the... That's a trumpet. This is on the way from somewhere in Germany to Switzerland, and I thought this was just a little precursor to the jam footage because this is the kind of vibe, if you like, in the gym. That was one of Dre's favorite sayings. The vibe in the gym is good, and this just sort of shows we're trying to shoot a tour vlog update, like a tour diary update that we could pump out and promote for the shows and whatnot. And so this is just some fun interactions. Let's play this.
You're going to be able to see our legs this?
I reckon.
Lucky out.
Just a little fun little side snippet there. We'll continue on. I've got 4 from this section.
I'm calling action. Just hang on.
That didn't work. Well, he was not
We're
ready.
gonna have a little fun. I have nothing else to do, so let's have a little fun, right?
Right. Okay. Thanks, Trump.
G'day guys, we just finished our festival dates in the Netherlands and we're on the way back to Switzerland for some days off.
It's a hell of a drive. So what we've done is we've played car cricket. We've got a new game. It's the first one to blink loses. That's when you talk.
Pause.
Simple humor. Whoever blinks first loses. They're wearing glasses. That's the joke. That's the gag. By the way, as I was watching this last night, and even now, I still do not know who is driving this bus. This tour, Lachlan wasn't with us. Yeah, Lockie wasn't there. I'm filming. Who the fuck is driving the bus? For real, who's driving the bus? I cannot remember anyone else being there. I was watching that last night and I was racking my brain to try to work that out. Lockie definitely wasn't with us. There's the 3 members of the band. I'm filming. Who's driving that bus? Yo, JK, how you doing, man? Let's continue on because this is the actual take that we did use in the clip.
We're rolling.
G'day guys, we just finished our headline shows and festival dates in the Netherlands, and now we're heading on down to Switzerland.
Well, we've just set the autopilot on. It's a big drive and we're running out of games. We've already played car cricket, now we've got a new one. The first one to blink has to cook dinner.
We're also super excited to announce that we're going to be doing 3 shows with Graveyard in Germany at the end of the week.
Awesome. Here's the dates.
Autopilot, that's right, Drumzilla.
What? Did you blink? Blink? I didn't blink.
Cooking dinner?
I don't cook.
What?
It's a self-driving bus. So just some light-hearted humor there, folks. I think it's important to note that it was all serious, but also fun games. So let's continue on now to, where are we? We are now in Switzerland, and these are the jam sessions. This is actually pretty rad to see because I come walking out of the barn and the barn is no longer in existence. So it's kind of nice just to see, I guess, for Dre and his family that, you know, we spent a fair amount of time here and just preserving it in video format. Rob Max in the house. G'day, Rob. How you doing, man? So if we go back over here, where I was about to hit the trumpet again, this is, so this, and by the way, there's 2, just to put it in like a, not architectural, the layout, the doorway that you're seeing there goes into the old barn house. And then where I walk down here to the right goes to the actual house, like Dre's auntie's house, Dre's mum's sister's house. And so this barn house was in the family for decades. And yeah, it's not recently, it's a fair while now that it's been gone, but that's where we spent all of our time, in that barn house. And some of the greatest memories from touring in that house, in that barn, listening to Tool and smoking a funky cigarette. Great memories, man. Anyway, let's just watch, because I walk out here and I start hearing this music from the jam room. I'm like, what is that, man? That sounds amazing. And then I go in. It's manual focus and I missed the focus. Also really missed the exposure. You can hear me ramping up the exposure there. So there's the first clip. And then I believe we get closer and the music gets louder. Make it full screen. Fuzzy guitar. I would say that's my microphone fuzzing it out a bit there. This is just a jam in front of the one I wanted to show you, but It's the sound. No fuzz on the drums. It's probably a combination. I mean, the microphone was definitely blowing out, but yeah, the bass has the fuzz on it. From stylistic bass sound. So you stayed there that much. They had this studio set up. Yeah. So this was Dre's auntie's house, and yes, we had this kind of set up semi-permanently. Before every tour, it was a place to sort of start from, to do everything, like to rehearse and, you know, logistical planning, merch, all that kind of stuff. Kind of like your back room, Drumzilla. Just in a different country.
This is sick.
This is sick. So lucky to have that. Yeah, man. Yeah. So now the next clip out of this lot, the fourth one, is the start of the Hangman. This is the song as it was sort of just being formed, I suppose. And you'll hear it. Yeah, Mike loved his pedals and sound. He worked hard to get a certain sound, and it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful tone. Remind me again why Lee left. Well, I want to speak on his behalf, but the things that he cited was that he wanted to stay in Germany. He met a girl and he wanted to pursue a life in Germany. A lot of me thinks what would have happened with this album if...
That was me. Huh?
Yeah, what would have happened if Lee had have just like played on the album? Because there was some bass issues with the recording, and I'll explain what I know of it when we get to the studio. Looks like fun to play, huh? Fuck yeah. Paul's in a pub in Wolverhampton when the lads came over before Ben joined the tour. This guy asks why he's got such a suitcase full of pedals. We were in a pub in Wolverhampton when the lads came over before Ben joined the tour. You mean on a different tour? I think I know what you mean. Ben, have you ever done a Tracer cover? Dude, I went to do one and I couldn't do it. I feel like this might not be that difficult in terms of, I'm just thinking in terms of the guitar. I mean, I've been watching what Mike's doing and I feel like if I spend enough time, I could probably do that. Not as good as Mike, but... Wow. Fuck yeah. I like Dre's attitude. He's like, yeah, that's done. Okay, that's one in the bag. Done. So now we're going to shift from Switzerland to LA, but there was a gap in... Fuck, is this how it went? Either way, so there's now no bass player in the band. So Dre and Mike are essentially a two-piece, and they had to be in LA to do this. It was a 2-week block. I think it was, maybe just under 2 weeks with Kevin Shirley. No chance to renegotiate it. It was locked in and it had to be done, and there was no bass player. So either there was auditions. I feel like the album was first. Yeah. I think, and I'd have to look at dates and stuff, but I feel like what happened was the band or Mike and Dre said, look, forget a bass player. Let's just get over and get the record done. We'll use a session bass player. And then when the record's being mastered and artwork and all that, we've got time between the record coming out and the tour to find a bass player. In that story or in that time frame, I didn't know, but Mike and Dre had already decided that they wanted a particular person. Later became clear that it was Jet. That was the person they wanted, but he was not available. He was already playing in his band Mayfield, and he was busy. I think he was touring either Europe or America. He was busy anyway. So their first choice wasn't available. So then they held auditions, and many people in the Adelaide scene came and auditioned. Sometime we should watch that. I've got all that footage, like Ben from Poetical Justice auditioned, Dusty auditioned. Who else came by? I'd have to go back and look through them all. Oh, Ed auditioned from Dexter Jones. Ironically, the person who didn't audition was Jet. He just got the slot. They were like, Jet's available. That's done. So we're going to go to America now, where we meet up with Kevin Shirley, South African's finest. Where are we? Something here recording. And I've got 8 videos here to show from that session in the studio. And of course, they opened up on the wrong screen. Awesome. I'll just drag them all across. And this is kind of pretty interesting because it shows you a few things. First of all, you do get a visual on Michael Rhodes, who is the session musician who plays bass. Now, he has since passed away, so this is kind of nice to see him in the studio here. And I guess it just kind of illustrates how rad someone who plays music for a living can actually be, because this guy, he doesn't know the band. He's just been commissioned to come and contribute bass playing duties. And it's funny that before, when we were starting this, when Dale said that's the fuzzy guitar, I think you were hearing the fuzz from the bass, because the sound that Lee had in the band was arguably the TRACER bass sound. And the thing with this session bass player, Michael Rhodes, coming in and putting his work down for the record, everything was played correctly, but the sound of it wasn't what Mike and Dre wanted. And so there was a point where Kevin Shirley had finished all of his work on the album and handed it or delivered it to Mike and Dre. And then Mike was like, man, this is not our sound. And so Mike actually flew back to America. In these videos, in these clips that we're about to see, we're actually in a place called Thousand Oaks, Revolver Studios, but Kevin Shirley also has his own. He has a few of them that they're called The Cave, and there's one in Malibu, and there's one here in Manly as well. And there's a new one he's just opened up somewhere else. I can't remember where. But the one in Malibu was where we went and did, I think it was about 4 days for vocals and overdubs. And that's where Mike went back later on his own after the process was over. I don't think Kevin was there. And Mike redid all the bass in terms of the sound. He didn't replay it, but he just re-EQ'd it, set it up differently, and to give it the TRACER sound. So this is interesting because this is the process of the song coming together as you'd hear it on the album. So you've got Kevin Shirley here on the right, Mike in the middle, obviously, and Michael Rhodes playing bass. Got to go. Catch you later. Yeah, no worries. No worries. And this obviously will be a VOD for later on if you wanted to watch it after the fact anyway. Let's see what we got here. So what you hear there off camera is Dre kind of contributing what he thinks the progression should be. Because, I mean, the idea of the progression or the song, the layout, the tracking of the song was kind of loosely down. But this is where Kevin Shirley also comes into play. Like he has an ear for music, and he's listening to and hearing things and sort of suggesting, well, hang on, that bit you did there, maybe do that twice or hold it, extenuate that, and give it a little bit of a pause and then come back into this bit. And if you're paying someone the big bucks, you might as well accept their guidance and get what you paid for, basically. And I think, the album is fucking phenomenal. Like it's so rad. But the other argument of that is, afterwards, they went on and did Water for Thirsty Dogs without paying the big bucks for a producer of note like Kevin Shirley. And that album's rad as well. In a different sense, that album, I think that album's better personally, but maybe not. Kevin, I don't know, Kevin Shirley might be a little bit more, like looking for the bucks, I guess, like the money. Whereas the aesthetics of the song, I think Water for Thirsty Dogs is not a real... It's an aggressive album that you wouldn't give someone. If you were saying, hey, you've never heard TRACER, I wouldn't give them that album first. I'd give them El Pistolero. I'd give them El Pistolero, Spaces in Between, and then Water for Thirsty Dogs. But anyway, that's just my take. We thought it sounded too polished. It's a good question, or it's a good point, Paul. It is a well-sounding record, it is polished.
That's what I mean. So do that on the second
Yeah,
one.
it wouldn't work.
Yeah,
Just
do that.
I think like I've heard the version, the Kevin Shirley bass version, and let me just say, if that ended up going to print as the album, you guys would have all been fucking disappointed. It's I don't want to throw any shade to someone who is obviously a well acclaimed producer and well loved and proven himself over and over and over again, but that recording was horrible. The bass, the sound, the overall sound, what he did, horrible. And I think it's testament to both Mike and Dre that Mike was like, dude, I got to go back and fix that. Like, we can't, like, this can't be our record. Like, it's not going to. No, I'm going. And he just, spent the money and flew back to America and spent another couple of weeks or whatever it was, 8 or 9 days or whatever, fixing it. Yeah. But I do like watching this because you can see how Kevin is just like, you know, hands in pocket, head down, just listening, and like he's listening for key things and he's going to rearrange it a bit and like change it up. I think that's pretty important. Like, I don't know, like when I make music myself, I just make it and then I'm like, that's it, it's done. But if someone else came in and said, hang on a sec, man, swap that shit around and do this, or maybe go from that to that instead of from this to that, I'm like, okay, yeah. It's fascinating, the tension between several creators. It's a weird dynamic because on the one hand, you've got artists who are creative, and then on the other hand, you've got the producer, and in this case, the session bass player, who is there as a paid gig, right? They're at work, and the artist is trying to put out their art. But to do the art, you need to pay the cash. So when money is involved, it becomes, I don't know, there's an extra layer there that needs to be, I don't know, like needs to be negotiated. That said, though, like I don't think Kevin Shirley wants to put his name on anything that's rubbish. So he's also wanting to do the best that he can. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a producer tends to want what sells. I mean, do your research on Kevin. He is already proven. He's got nothing to prove here except that he's working with another rad Australian band. Yeah. Yeah.
So, do you need a map of that? We got it? We're good there?
Yeah, so and that's at the end, isn't it, of the intro verse, the singing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then.
Do you want to run from the top just to make sure we all get to the same time here?
Okay.
Is there anything else in that section besides the guitar?
I feel like these are short little clips. I feel like the timing was a bit tight here as well. Like it was kind of all a bit rushed. Like I mean, from what I could tell, they had it all ready, but it wasn't finalized. It's like some bands go into a studio and they're like, we've already got the song completely tracked. We know how it goes. Just hit record. But in this case, it was like, well, we've kind of got it, but we're open to suggestions. And that's why, you know, Kevin's stepping in and suggesting a whole bunch of stuff, which ultimately some of it, I don't know, like I personally thought the addition of another vocal, a guy called Doug Hawthorne or Henthorth, I thought that was the wrong choice, but that was just my opinion. I would not, if I have a band or a record, I don't want someone else's vocal on it unless they're in the band or they're someone close to me. But this session guy came in and did vocals, not on this song, but just adding some more depth to the vocal. Yo, Jude, how you doing? Jiu-Jitsu. How you doing, Jude?
From and put it on the one that you're playing there. Cool. You know, it's like we don't have to go and rent the circus to get a fucking watch. It's like
We just steal.
you know when I mix. I'll tell you when I mix Zeppelin, when I mix the old stuff from '69. There's big gongs in there, right?
Yeah.
But if you actually have a look at it, there's no microphones anywhere near the gongs. So I'm mixing it, and you see your bonds are playing along, and suddenly goes, and it's like
Nothing happens.
nothing happens. So I was like on the internet, just download gong and fly it in. Doesn't feel quite right, does it?
Modern tech.
Okay, from the top, Ozark man. The orchestra right there.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier it has a Led Zepp vibe. Well, he did the remastered.
Building up.
Yeah, that Mary J. Bilge singing over the top.
Well, hey, I don't know music.
Electric guitar in there, right? Isn't that what we decided for?
Don't worry.
Okay, keep going from there. Let's go all the way through. Let's run through. Keep going through. All the way through. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Music can alter brainwaves, put you in a waking dream kind of state. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Yeah. Music, dude, music is the ultimate cure for everything, really. In my life, it is.
Well, why don't you do the same thing there? Same thing as on the beginning.
He's creating a hook there. Music and fast cars on a long empty highway. Right on, Jude. Singing and playing same time. Next level. Even more so when your playing is not this thing that you're singing. Different melodies.
Okay, so this. The only other thing is, I'd love to see that. I'd like to see that really coming stronger than it is coming in right now.
Okay.
Because the riff before it is so strong. No, not that one.
No, the A to C.
No, not that one.
Oh.
Next.
Oh, bad. No, bad.
Different melodies. Yes, melodies. What I really dig about this, and where are we? I think we've got 4 more to go. 3 more. Yeah, what I really dig about this is like, I remember asking Mike one time about how he writes songs, like how does the thing come about? And he said, man, I normally just get like a riff and then I'll record the riff and then maybe I'll put it down and I'll move on and do a different riff. And then maybe I'll come back to those two at some point and think, hey, both of those kind of work together and I'll join them up. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave it and then later on I'll drag it back out and put it with something else. So what we're seeing here, and this is from my memory as well, all the while on that Raw Republic tour, the idea of we've got to be in America to record a record, and there was a looming deadline. Mike had all these riffs and he had all this stuff that he had written and it was all there, but there wasn't really any kind of, it was like this is a dumb analogy, but it was like going into an aquarium store, like a tropical fish shop, and there's all the fish tanks with different fish, but all you need is a couple from each tank, and you want to put a display tank, so you get a little of those neon tetras, then you get a little of those black mollies, then you get a little of these, and you put them all together into one tank, and the tank looks rad. That's kind of what... That's a fucking great analogy, by the way, metaphor. He had all these things and they were floating around, and Dre would always hear it and be like, yeah, well, okay, go back to that other one we did 4 days ago and add that to this. And then when you get into the studio where, you know, the money is, your time is ticking, it's like, okay. But I really love watching, I just love, because we all know and love this, right? We all know the songs, but what we're seeing
there's
here,
some similarities.
There is some similarity. What we're seeing here is the formation of the songs, and like it still trips me out that this is how it happens. Like, I guess what I'm saying is the juices, the creative juices are flowing, and the outcome is a fucking rad record. Mel's in the house. G'day, Mel. Good morning. How you doing? We're getting a little toasty here. If you've got a drink, possibly a cup of tea, love, cheers and raise it. And trumpets. What's wrong with trumpets in the morning? Nothing's wrong with trumpets. Crumpets or trumpets? Let's get back to where we were. The next one, which is, where's my mousicles? Ah, shit. There's 3 more here. There we go.
Go from that, like that verse, the verse in the middle with that extended middle bit there.
By the way, just when we watch this, and every time we've seen Mike play these guitar bits for this song, I'm not a great guitarist, but I noticed that the E string, the low E, is mostly open. Are we hearing an E, or is that a drop D tuning? Because I've noticed that a lot of it is not based on that string. It's the string above it. And I want to, like, I don't have a great ear for that. I can't tell if I'm hearing an open E or an open D. Because if I was going to play this, I'd probably just leave it in regular tuning, but Mike does. I've still got a lot of his tuning sheets as well from the tours. I don't know I guess I could pull them out and have a look if Hangman's on there. Probably is. See, when he does just this normal bar, I feel like it's just normal E tuning because it sounds like just a normal bar chord. But I don't know. More Jack will help though.
Yeah, this. See, it's just like I feel like we're gonna have. Like almost like a hole there, like just like a little, like a hole there just coming down. Yeah, something like that. It just needs that breath to like open that chorus up. Yeah, sure. And I think we're good.
Feedback.
Yeah.
Feedback there.
It's Jimi Hendrix's 70th birthday today.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be celebrating.
No.
Do you know that for sure? No. Fucking wise ass. Maybe there's a heaven, maybe there's a hell, maybe there's fuck all, maybe it's just worms and dirt.
Maybe this is the dream.
I love that. Just the simple, big Kevin Shirley just tells Mike it's Jimi Hendrix's 70th birthday today. And instead of saying anything about Jimi Hendrix or his music, Mike's response is, I don't think he'll be celebrating. That's so fucking great. I ought to hear that again. There's just a pause there where he just looks at him. He's like, I got a chance to let a gag out here.
Sure. No. Fucking wise ass.
Oh, he missed it. Didn't go far back enough.
It's Jimi Hendrix's 70th birthday today.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be celebrating.
No.
You see his head, like he hears the information, and you can see his head, like his brain's processing. He's like, "There's a joke in here. What is it?" The joke is that he's dead, so he won't be celebrating his birthday. And I just love how he delivers it, just casual. I don't think he's going to be celebrating.
It's Jimi Hendrix's 70th birthday today.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be celebrating.
No.
Do you know that for sure? Fucking wise ass. Maybe there's a heaven, maybe there's a hell, maybe there's fuck all, maybe it's just worms and dirt.
Maybe this is the dream.
Maybe this is.
Do you know what, too? Some should also be said that this, I think this was day 3 or maybe day 2. So we still didn't really know Kevin. I mean, we knew him, but we didn't. It's always like a case of like feeling the waters and like trying to establish some kind of rapport. Or, by the way, it would be rad to have Dre here, because I remember Dre saying afterwards, like quite a while after, he said, I don't really think Kevin liked me. I remember that was Dre's take on, like, I think many years later we were talking about it, and he's like, yeah, I think Kevin didn't really like me. I never got that vibe from him to me, or I never got that vibe from him to him, watching from a distance or from a third party. But yeah, Dre said, yeah, there was something. I don't know. But anyway, it's just notable that right now there's a job to be done, but there's also, you want to build rapport, because, you know, we've all worked in jobs with people we don't get along, and then the job sucks. So if you can all get along and have a great time, then the job's better, more enjoyable, the product's better as well.
Maybe this is philosophical much.
Have you guys followed any of this, like, this 2012, like the apocalypse stuff?
That's kind of cool on it a little bit. You know?
I mean, there are dudes that are just nuts about this thing. There's this one guy. Well, I saw, talking of which, I saw one guy who actually believes that we're just like part of a big computer program. We're living in a computer program.
And
but,
the Ray Kurzweil thing too. You know, I've been reading. You know, his whole premise is that, for the future, the brain is going to, he's essentially mapped out a model for the brain, and we're all going to live in the fucking cloud, and we're all going to, this is going to, it's like nuts. But,
there's one cat that's going to climb up the mountain at 11:11. He's going to leap off the mountain. And he's convinced at 11:11 on the 21st of December this year that there's a portal going to open up, and he's going to get sucked into this portal.
Wow.
And if he doesn't jump off the mountain, he's not going to make it. Wow. I mean, how about you just put some fucking mattresses underneath or parachutes?
Whoa. Jude Jitsu just gifted 10 embers. I got to hold the fucking phone right now. That's my first ever donation on beamstream.gg, which does raise the question, what the fuck is an ember? But thank you for 10 of them. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. 10 embers. I guess embers become a fire and then it becomes a raging bushfire. Thank you very much, Judskis. Yeah, first time that's ever happened. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Just in case.
Just in case. Tie a bungee cord, just in case. I'm not, the only one as well.
So we have two more here from this session, and then we're going to take a live version of the song. What's Kevin doing there? That looks a bit sus, doesn't it? I mean, if you were going to make an animated GIF, I know what you'd be putting in his hands. I did not put, this is just the way this video starts.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to put a didge in there.
Yeah.
Oh, didgeridoo.
Huh?
Himalayan didgeridoo.
What's that?
Himalayan didgeridoo.
Yeah.
We'll put a beanie on that.
It's called world music.
So some small humor there. Last clip here, folks, from the archives. This is Dre enjoying the sound of the song for the first time in the playback in the actual control room.
It's cool because it's got a very
Hello.
you can decrease the speed level.
What a good-looking man.
How's your day?
So it's really malleable.
Ready for a beer? You are. Are you a functioning alcoholic?
Definitely. You have to be as a bartender.
Yeah. You ever get snatched behind the bar?
I have done. I don't make the habit of it, right?
Yeah, that's not much fun, is it?
I used at the nightclub. I used to, but it was really hard to actually realize when you were drunk until you left. Yeah. But not so much.
That's the last clip there, folks. Judski, 1 million embers is worth about 10 grand. Is that right? Well, thank you for the 10. Thank you so much. So those are the clips of the Hangman saga, if you like. Do you want to hear the song again, the album version, or do you want to? I've got a live version of it here that I found. Which, by the way, I was looking for my live versions. I don't think I mean, I must have sometime, but I couldn't find last night a live version of the song from my archives. But I found one on YouTube from Phil Honley. Did you want to hear the album version one more time, though? I mean, look, it would be dumb. If you want to hear the album version, just go back in the stream and rewind and watch it there. Let's take the live version from Phil Honley on YouTube Machine. Now, there is something to be noted here about this live version. It actually includes a little snippet, which might have been, man, from memory. Let me just get off there for a second. From my memory, there was a medley of Dead Garden, There's a Man, and Now I Ride. Ultimately, like unless I'm getting that wrong, I'm probably remembering it wrong. There was definitely a 3-song medley, and I feel like it was Dead Garden, There's a Man, and Now I Ride. In this instance, there's a song before this one, and then there's Hangman, but it includes a little snippet of Now I Ride, and then it goes back into Hangman. So this might have been like testing the idea of doing a medley, but not having it finessed, because I remember the medley came often in the shows, like. And this show is from the Barfly in Camden. What year was this? 2014. Oh, you know what we should do? Hold on a second. What we should do? Yeah, 2014, Barfly in Camden in the UK. Let's go to my website and let's have a look at the photographs from this show while we're here. That's a good idea. So this is my website. Go to TRACER and we scroll down to the 2014 era. Blackstone Cherry Tour, was it? I guess it was. Blackstone Cherry, yeah. Yep, that's the only European stuff. Yep. So October 2014 with Blackstone Cherry and Barfly. Here we go. Yeah, so I feel like That was one sweaty gig. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, you would have been at this gig, surely. Yeah, for sure you would have been. I mean, let's find you, dude. Let's spot you there. Look at that, man. I remember that venue, dude. It was so hot in there and tiny. Yeah, that was a horrible gig for a photographer to get around. So here's the set list from that show. So Hangman came, there you go. Hangman came at track 11. Us First so this is the Water for Thirsty Dogs tour, but Hangman gets a run in with Dead Garden and then Devil Ride. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, look at the Jack. Man, Jack never tasted as good as it did on the tours. It was so rad just to get that going at the end of the show. Fuck, I miss those days. You're on the right of the stage, Mel. Okay, the right as in from the stage's perspective? Probably in this shot, maybe? Wait, can't see. My eyes aren't great. Is that? That's not you there. No, it's not. There's Steve Arnold in the back. He rest in peace as well, Steve Arnold. Yeah, tiny stage, tiny venue, good times in your life. I love this shot of Mike. Yeah, nice. We tried to get a what's your guy? Fuck, I'm drawing a mental blank. Country singer. Folsom Prison Blues. I'm drawing a blank, but the finger up. We never quite nailed that. I was trying to do it with Pat Saraceno as well, and we never quite got it. Setting up, I guess. Anyway, let's take a look at the song. So this is from a person called Phil Honley, and he politely recorded Hangman. So let's take a look at a live version. Wait. Oh, wait. Why don't I have volume? Why is... because it's muted. Well, it's not muted. Why have I got no volume? Fuck you, man. Hey? Fayette. Yo, Fayette. Hey, all. Is Fayette... Do we know Fayette? I'm not sure who Fayette is. Why have I got no volume here? Oh, because we're in the Brave browser, Trouser. I got to go to the Firefox machine. I thought I had this on Firefox. I did not. Let me just put it on the Firefox machine. Give me a second to Firefox this up. I don't patch my audio from the Brave browser into the stream. I don't know why I didn't put this in the Firefox machine, but anyway, I've got it here now, and we should have volume here. If we get forward to, where were we in terms of because there's two songs here. It starts at 444. Who did that on YouTube? Oh, it's Faye. It is Faye Thompson. How you doing, Faye? Thanks for subbing. How you going, Faye? Good morning to the UK. It's Faye from the UK. Good morning. Here we go. Oh, we got to hear it from the start. We got to hear it from the start. Charge your glasses. Too much alcohol? Not at all. we go. Interesting. Slide that little bit in there. That was fucking rad. That's tight. So that show was at the Camden Barfly, Faye. Yeah, you missed the intro there. That was from a channel called Phil... Nope, it's already changed. Hold on one sec. Let me go back. Phil Honley on YouTube. He recorded that at the Barfly in 2014. And I think that just shows how incredible that song became, not just the album version, but the live versions of it. Like that's an impressive performance. For those that were fortunate enough to have been there, you saw it and you loved it. I'm sure you did. I did. That does conclude my sort of gatherings of footage, but let's turn it over to you yahoos, because music, and in particular this band TRACER, it's about the sharing and about enjoyment of what everybody perceives. So how about you guys tell me what you want to hear or what you want to see in the chat? I thought I recognized the venue. I had to miss that gig. You weren't there at that one. That's a shame. Yeah, okay. That was a really good gig. I remember that night, and that was the end of the tour, wasn't it? No. I would have remembered that. It wasn't the end of the tour, but it was... Wait, it was the end of the tour. It was the end of that tour. TRACER 2014. Blackstone Cherry Tour. Yeah, it was. That was the last... That's right. It was the last show of the tour, yeah. So this tour poster doesn't include the UK dates, but it has the European dates. Here's the UK ones. Just one show in the UK. Yeah, we went over. That's right. We went over for one show. That's right. Yeah. We flew over for that one show. So don't ever UK. Don't ever think we don't. Well, don't ever think that the band didn't do shit for you. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dates in Sweden, Denmark, France, Czech, Switzerland, Italy, Germany. Did I say Germany? Denmark? No, Denmark. Sorry, Germany, Italy, Czech Republic, Germany. And then we went to the UK for one show. So don't ever say that, that was done for you guys, man. Yo, Dre, here he is. Dre from TRACER, end of the tour, one-off UK. There it is, man. Everybody say hello to Dre in the chat, folks. Yeah, I mean, that was a fucking rad show too. Let's see. Oh, here's some iPhone snaps from the tour. Pitiful iPhone pics. These will be funny. I don't even know what these are. That looks like the UK. Yeah, Sainsbury's. Those beers are big. I'd say that's Munich, the Hofbrauhaus. Given the size of those beers. What's Mike? Mike's lifting a beer to me. He's lifting a beer up for me. Love your work, Benoit Balls. Thanks, Dre. How you doing, man? Blackstone Cherry. Oh, that was just one-off photos, tour schedules, supports. There it is. We loaded in at 3, sound check at 4. Aaron Keylock. Aaron Keylock was the supports. I don't remember that. Aaron Keylock. TRACER from 8:30 to 10. That's a long show. Loadout by midnight. The loadout. Oh, Dre, this was the night. I remember this. That last show on that tour. That's the one that you drove us back, right? You did the crossing. I remember that. It was messy, dude. I think we woke up in Belgium or something. That was strange, fun times. What's this? Oh, that's that restaurant we used to eat at. That's that joint in, fuck, man. I can't remember the name of it, and I can't remember where it was. Still gutted the Blackstone Cherry didn't bring you guys to the UK. They spoke really highly of the band when I spoke to them the following year. Yeah, those dudes, they were cool. I really enjoyed the drummer in that band. I thought he was pretty rad. Oh, shit. Mike. I don't know where that is. Okay, these are random? I don't know where that. Okay. Oh, I was still doing my fitness stuff, I think. I don't know what that is. Ryzen chocolate toffee. Switzerland? No, Italy. You want to get a password for the Wi-Fi? There it is, folks. There's the Wi-Fi password. I think I took this photo just to prove or to remember where the van was. That's obviously the crossing, the Calais to Dover crossing. Yo, Hendrik, how you doing, man? Do I still plank? No, I'm not planking anymore. I love seeing these kind of photos. That's Germany. Just by the name of the train station, Gwinnerstrasse. Blackstone Cherry stage setup, I guess. Can't remember what venue. Oh, Sweden. There was a skate park. There was a skate park in the venue. I remember that. Messy. Is that Lee? That's Lee, isn't it? Lee McGrain? That's Lee McGrain. The White Cliffs of Dover, folks. There's a door code for the Barfly if you ever want to sneak into the back. C1680X, we'll get you there. We've been there before. Oh, that's the this gentleman in the center here. That's the drum tech for Blackstone Cherry. For what's the drummer's name? John? Josh? John. He was cool, man. Yeah, we had a good time with him. How many times are we going to see that photo? Guess that's driving somewhere. Skateboarding's not a crime. John Fred Young, that's it. Thank you, Dre. Yeah. This is interesting. In Australia, my surname, my family name is not very common, but in Germany, there's a few of them. There's a Kirpsch right there. Love the Dover Cliffs, love the ferries too. Well, look, hey, we're just chilling here now, but let's turn it over. So what do you dudes in the chat want to see or hear? I've given you some cool stuff about Hangman. I've given you like the jam stuff. I've given you the recording in LA. What do you want to see? Like you bring it to me now. I'm going to just let you take control. I'm going to just chill and I'm going to just enjoy the jack. By the way, Dre, I still haven't opened up the bottle that you sent me just recently, but this bottle, a 1.5 liter. Did you ever remember seeing this, man? 1.5 liters, dude. What a strange amount, like 1.75 or 1 or 2, but 1.5? Like it's in the middle there. Hey, it's a weird amount. Remember when the UK would never give us the bigger bottle? They were like, you were like on the rider, it was like 1.75 liter bottle of Jack, and then in brackets, not the 700 mil. No. Wait, 700 or no, it was always a 1 liter, and then they'd always give us the 700 mil, which just wasn't enough. I have 10 minutes before I have to head to work, but too much if not already played. Do you want to hear too much? Do you want to hear? See, if I pull up a live version, I don't know what the quality is going to be like. Do you want to hear the studio version? Do you want to hear? What about the? Isn't there a behind the scenes of the video clip? What about the video? Well, let's play the video clip for too much. Let's do that, because I could dig up a archival image, an archival from my stuff, but we don't know what that's going to be like, the quality like. Too much TRACER video. The official video 14 years ago. Are you serious? There's a behind the scenes. We'll take both of those. Yeah. Here we go, folks. The song that made TRACER big in the UK is this song here.
You got me finding thoughts inside my head.
Shit, yes. Too much, folks, from TRACER. Oh, it's going to bump straight into Devil Ride. We're not going to hit that. We're going to take a quick detour to have a look at the photos from behind the scenes of that exact video shoot. Where are they? TRACER. Have I not posted these? Devil Ride. I don't think. What? Spaces in between. Promo edit. Spaces in between. Here we go. My eyesight's hideous. In the chat though, Paul Council, there was a 3-litre bottle of Jack in our local shop for 100 quid. We were going to buy it for you guys, but you never came back. What's wrong with you? Haven't you got a postal service over there? You could still buy it and then ship it. I'm just kidding. Mel, I remember it playing on the radio for the first time. Still gives me the goosebumps. This, man, I remember someone and I first heard this song from TRACER and it was like, wow, this is impressive. And that's before, or that's just as I got the gig to go and do the photo shoot up there at Port Augusta for the Spaces in Between album. We were playing that song in the car and I was like, whoa, wow, this is cool, man. Our family song is still Devil Ride. Rad. I'm just going to scroll through these images here that I took on that shoot. Faye's got a split, have to go to work now. No worries. Yeah, you can watch the VOD later on, Faye. Yeah, there's some pretty funny stuff at the beginning, a little dream I had about TRACER reforming. I want to point out right now that I don't often dream about boys, but sometimes I dream about TRACER. I'm not ashamed to admit that. And by the way, just looking at these photos and like watching that video as it just rolled, what you see in that clip is just a band rocking in a warehouse, which is simple, but fucking effective, right? A song as good as Too Much doesn't require anything else. Just dudes rocking out in a warehouse. That's all it needs, right? Great clip, great song. Yeah. And we have a little snippet of how it was all done right here. Yeah, pretty cool. Very cool. Last shot there. So let's take a look at the other clip. What was the other one? Oh, behind the scenes. Here's a little snippet from
Interview with TRACER, take 1.
That's full screen. Okay.
So we're shooting the film clip for Too Much, which is the first single off our new album, Spaces in Between.
By the way, I'm going to take a quick slash while this rolls, but I am here. Where are we? I'm going to take a slash, but I am here.
The idea is that we just do what we do best and play live, rock out as hard as we can until one of us passes out or gets a headache that's too much to bear.
October 3, Spaces in Between gets released. 12 tracks, just balls to the wall pretty much.
Basically, it's just a collection of our coolest songs. Got some really heavy rock stuff on there, got some really dark ballads. Lee gets to sing a song, which is really cool. And we're just sort of experimenting with loud sounds, I guess. Or loud. I was going to say sexy, but that's probably not right. We're more sleazy. Loud and sleazy. Definitely loud and sleazy.
3 guys that love music.
It's old school rock, man. Yeah. It's just, there's no bullshit.
Some big bass and big kick sounds, and that's what we're more about. Big sound, balls to the wall.
If we can blow up some of the speakers, we're pretty happy.
Get your calendars ready, folks. October 3rd. That's the date you need to put in them for the release of Spaces in Between. Also, get your flux capacitors and go back in time because that was not the current year. That was 2011, right? So what else did you want to guys? What else did you guys want to see? I'm just going to sit here and get drunk, to be completely honest. Hendrik, what about the interview in Berlin? That was cool. Ooh, which one, dude? You're going to have to narrow that down a little, man. What about the interview in Berlin? There's a bunch of those. I'll take any requests, though. You give me what you want, and I'll just sit here and if I can add anything to the stories, I'll try to. But I don't know if Dre's still here, but Dre, if you want to add anything to the stories or if you want to confirm anything. Did I get that right about you? You were kind of saying that you didn't feel like Kevin really liked you that much? There was some weird Kevin Shirley vibe going on. The one in the bus. Do you mean one of my vlogs? Because there's a snippet of a bus interview in Hamburg. The bus interview is in Hamburg, though. I think I need to get some more ice. Of course, I could do that, but I'd be missing out on the stream. But I'll go and do it whenever we get to whatever we're going to play next. I just like hearing good music, you know, like. I mean, I haven't done this, but I could have gone through all of the desk recordings and found a good version, like a good sounding version of Too Much with the long, slow build-up intro. I always liked that long, progressive build-up, and Lee did it initially with this long bass sort of solo. That would be it for sure. Do you want to see? Okay, well, we could go to my channel. I don't know which one it is though. I guess we just go to my channel and find it. I mean, Hamburg gives a minute. Oh, what was that noise? I don't know. I mean, if you go videos and then change to the oldest. So these tours, some of the first content. Oh, fuck. We always watch Told Off for vlogging. We always watch that. We can't watch that one again. We watch that every single time, man. I just love that. I just love that Dre's like, it's shit. You know what? We got to get a soundbite of him saying, it's shit, man. Let's pick one at random. Let's just pick one at random. Is this the largest beer? Full screen that shit. Dre, I cannot confirm nor deny anything you say here. Let's see more from your private collection. Let's. So, by the way, Dre, the stuff that I brought up for the Hangman stuff from Switzerland, that was just a small package that I dumped across from the main archive. I don't have any more of that for here. All I've got is the sound desk, like the desk recordings and these vlog footage. I love, man. I will say this though, like some of the, and it could be the alcohol and the Jack talking here, but some of the best memories I've got from those tours was just the comedy and the jokes. Like it's kind of it sounds weird to say, but because you guys were so good at what you were doing, like because the music was so. Like it was all down, right? Like you had your show and you had it all. It was all nicely packaged and tied up. So that left an extra element for jokes and humor. And like when I think back on those tours, I can look at the footage and I can get the full memory. But I also remember how good you always said it, the good vibes in the gym. I always get that feeling of how fun it was, like, and how silly, like. Yeah, and I think, oh man, I'm waxing poetical now, but I feel like that's important to present. Like you gotta, you know, like I was watching this thing this morning on like, this goes way back in history, but I was watching like just the story about, you know, Jim Martin in Faith No More and how he got booted out after Angel Dust. And it was just the talking about how he's like, I didn't think we just didn't get along and there was just bad vibes and that they didn't like me and I didn't like them. Like, how the fuck are you in a band if you don't like each other? Like, you've got to be able to like, you're gonna be in like close confines, especially a band like Faith No More touring the world. The real thing was like astronomical, and like you're gonna have a dude that doesn't fit in. That's not gonna work at all. Like you've got to fit in. Like. The comedy and the jokes were very apparent in the vlogs. Let's I'm going to play this and I'm going to run out and grab some more icicles from my Jack and then I'll be right back.
Hello, the internet. It is Sunday, the 6th of March, 2016. We're in Munich. It's an off day. Good morning. Cheers, Cobber. Cheers. Off day beers. Breakfast.
What's that little tin you got there?
Hi, camera. Hi, beers. Hi, Mike. It's just lovely to be in Germany where drinking beer anywhere you want is legal.
We're at a train station.
Cheers, Cobber.
Apparently we can do that. This is my breakfast, I just want to point out. We're on our way for food.
Look at this big building. Whoa, whoa. Look at this. How about this place?
It's got a statue.
It's hard to get excited by this because everywhere you look, there's something cool like this. That is pretty impressive. Something about the one breakfast beer, whoa, and the sun coming out. The guys always love to go to the Hard Rock Cafe. I'm not so impressed by it, to be completely honest. I'd rather go back up to the town square and shoot some time lapses because I can come back there and have a drink later. I really want to go to the Hofbrauhaus, this one next to it,
Munich?
and get a pig knuckle.
Is that Munich? Hofbrauhaus is Munich. The Hard Rock, man. That was a thing, right? There he is.
This is a silent piece. I'll join him.
We're just being respectful there, man.
And that's the castle.
That's just me and Dre being totally respectful for the place we're at. You know, no need to speak, no need to say anything. Just be respectful. Either that or Dre was pissed off about something, but I don't think he was. He could confirm. Look at his face.
And that's the castle.
It's shit, man.
Don't get me wrong, this is impressive, but what I like more about this space here is the way the sun's hitting the pillar above. Look at this. This is nice, but then you go up here. That sun there.
Der Sonne.
Once the
In der Himmel.
justice exposes.
Sehr schön.
Like that. Gargoyles, 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 gargoyles. We have a small beer here.
Yeah.
Small beer.
What are those beers? That's a liter, right? Or is it a liter and a half? Fuck, that's a big beer. Do you remember, Dre? Do you remember? Oh, I can't really say this. I won't say it, but you know what I'm going to say, right? Remember when? I think it's on this vlog. It's 1 liter. I think I said. I don't think I put it in. I hope I didn't put it in. But I asked Lockie. No. I asked Mike, what's the Hofbrauhaus famous for? And off camera, Lachlan answered. You know, I'm not going to say it. You know what happened.
The Hofbrauhaus is famous for what?
Beers that you could probably
I cut it. It was right there. I cut it. Oh, what's going on with that? I cut that. So what's the Hofbrauhaus famous for? And then Lockie chipes in.
We have a small beer here.
Yeah.
Small beer. The Hofbrauhaus is famous for what?
Beers that you could probably drown in if you fell over into it.
And this place seats 3,000 people. 3,500. Yeah. On to other news. I'm going to get a whole pig knuckle for dinner. An entire pig knuckle. Yamas? This is Greek for cheers. Yamas.
And Afghanistan.
Oh, well, who was that guy again, Dre? That was Blackstone Cherry. I recognize. Man, my memory is. I got all the videos too, and I still can't remember shit. Nick the Greek, the bus driver. That's right, he's the bus driver. Of course, you idiot. And he made us those rad souvlakis at the end of the tour somewhere where we pulled up at the end there. I can't remember where it was. Not allowed to drink. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And what a reveal, Mike. What a lovely reveal.
I'm available for movies, home movies. Just need some help. Just a little bit of smell with my sunglasses.
Oh, the wires. They're the wires. Yeah, true. Okay, so this was... Yeah. This was the headline tour of Europe. Yeah. Okay, and now I know where we are. Yeah, that was interesting.
Look at this. That's Dre. Actually, yeah, take that one, Dre, because I'll film him deliver the next one. No, see, I've already been given my meal, but I want to film delivering of the meal. Dre's getting the same meal as me, and so is Mike. Dre, why can't I swap meals?
Because the one was in your place.
But I want to film the one coming to me.
And if there's anyone I know who's more particular...
No, you're not a waiter. You're not a waiter.
Thank you, man.
Try your meal.
Mikey says some alcohol.
I'm the bus driver. I drink only the small one.
They're half as big, so you can have twice as much.
I've not introduced the vlog to Nikos.
Yeah.
No, we did. We did in Berlin.
Yeah,
We did. Nikos is the bus driver. This is him. He's
You think I'd remember that? Because not only did I video it, but I actually addressed it, but I still don't remember it. Like, horrible. I got a terrible memory. Oh, that's right. We did this time lapse, and I said to Mike, if everybody else just moves, if you stay dead still, it'll be funny. This is what Mike did.
Huh?
We're enjoying our meal.
I thought the Greeks this one.
No, that's just how Greeks are.
That is a large beer. Mind you, I'm a large man.
Boring.
I got a pretzel.
I think we found the gangbang of 2016.
Thank you, man.
Like a refrigerator.
You like it?
I loved it.
Oh, that's post gangbang. The gangbang had stopped at that point. Gangbang was gone. It was now boring.
So much. I ate half of his as well.
I was defeated.
They went to the Hard Rock Cafe. Like I told you, they went to the Hard Rock and I didn't. They've already eaten, so I ate half of his. Hey, there's more beer here.
I am so meat high right now.
In the middle of the day, I was in Madrid.
Trey's now vlogging.
It means
I'm hands-free vlogging. This is the future of vlogging, hands-free. Yeah, just get your mate to do it.
This is the future of vlogging.
But that was my job.
That fits perfectly in there. Go in there.
You must continue on another
Fits
one.
absolutely perfectly. There's
Such little faith he has.
There's a movement. Hang on, I'll go back. There's a big concern with people that when people go to restaurants,
That's
they're
a little
just
sexual.
too busy on their phones, texting and being social.
Mike was enjoying that too much for the sake of the gag, I feel like. By the way, Dre, do you remember the not only you giving me shit for the concept of vlogging, but the word vlogging? You were like, nah, dude, we just got our head around the word blogging, and now you want to add
Gangbang! 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 Gangbang!
Gangbang.
This is
Gangbang.
Gangbang!
Gangbang! Gangbang!
Gangbang!
Gangbang!
Gangbang!
Gangbang!
Gangbang! Gangbang!
Gangbang!
Gangbang! Gangbangs!
Thank you, Dre. Thank you, Hendrik, for all the gangbangs in one. Thank you. Love a good gangbang. Love 20 of them in a row. Yeah, I don't know if Dre's still here. No, he's still there. But did you remember when you were like, dude, you can't use the word vlog? Like we, as a society, we've only just got ourselves around the word blog. Blog is a written document on a website that people can read. We get that. And I'm like, yeah, but that's the next thing is just the video format of that. It's a vlog. And you're like, nah, dude, you can't do it. Fuck, don't use that one.
Mike has this great idea for a game. What's it? By the way, would you look in my ear?
No, that wasn't me. The game is because people should love each other and talk, like normal people. You should put all your phones. That's love. All your phones in the middle of the table, stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
First person to touch their phone
has to pay.
Table around a drink.
Fuck yeah.
That's a social game.
And the Swiss are not playing in this because the Swiss are neutral.
So we got a stack of phones here. It's 3 high. Oh, it's 4 high.
Wait. That's mine on the bottom there, right? My big ass phone. I had an iPhone 7, which was big. Remember, Dre was like, "Oh, sorry, dude, I couldn't answer your call." No. He would say, "How come you didn't answer my call?" And he'd be like, "Is that because it took you too long to get your phone out of your pocket? Because it's that fucking big? You couldn't lift it out of your pocket? It's so big and heavy." Now all phones are that big. Like Mike always had a small phone. I actually would. Well, my eyesight's hideous, but I do wear glasses. But I'd probably go back to a smaller phone now.
Patrick, okay, I bring in mine. Patrick, are you playing? I play in the fucking shit game. Okay.
Don't you think it'll heat up?
Oh, no,
there'll be a fire. There'll be a fire. It'll heat up and there'll be a fire.
This was when. So Mike was single at this point. I was in a relationship. Mike was single. Jetty was single. Lockie was single. Mike would be like, "My phone went off." Oh, and if he wanted to look who it was.
Did you get the message?
Artie's playing.
No, don't touch it.
As soon as we get Patrick and Dre's phone, we can start this game. And then whoever touches their phone first has to buy the entire table around.
On a side note though, what the fuck is this shit?
That's got to be egg, right?
You don't have any telephone. One of us. One of us.
He wants to make it about him, but I'm taking over Bennett's vlog right now.
It's a vlog invasion.
No, he can't. He can. No. So Bennett wants to talk here, but I've taken over Bennett's vlog here. We're in Munich. I'm out. Bennett's still trying to like have his creative input, but fuck him. I've got his camera. So I've stolen Bennett's camera. I'm gonna do exactly what Bennett does. Is he walks around and says some aimless shit and makes some really, really long vlogs. But hey, I've got the camera.
What's the quality here, man? Why is it all jerky? Did I do this in like? No, I did it in 4K, but it seems like the frame rate's a bit bunk. I want to see Lockie heckle me, and I want to see it in clarity.
But fuck him, I've got his camera. So I've stolen Bennett's camera. I'm gonna do exactly what Bennett does. Is he walks around and says some aimless shit and makes some really, really long vlogs. But hey, I've got the camera now. I'm gonna make the fucking aimless vlog. Here I am. I'm gonna.
It's possibly the best thing you ever captured. Thank you, Dre.
Followed by another door.
And I didn't even do the capturing. It was all someone else.
I've actually got fuck all to talk about, but so does Bennett. But fuck it, he's got a 25-minute vlog. I can put anything in this shit, and I will.
The reason Bennett needs to come on
just turns on, I can't go to sleep.
Bennett,
always going.
is because we are so much more interesting. Talented and good-looking. Huge cocks.
You must take pauses.
Both figuratively and physically.
Wait. Figuratively? What does that mean? We've got bigger cocks, figuratively speaking. That can only be one thing. You've got bigger cocks. We never compared cock size, but this is funny.
The reason Bennett needs to come on
just turns on, I can't go to sleep.
Bennett,
always going.
is because we are so much more interesting. Talented and good-looking. Huge cocks.
You must take pauses.
Both figuratively.
Huge cocks. Sorry, when he said huge cocks, I was thinking penis, but he's saying we're cockheads. Yeah.
And without TRACER, your vlog would be just the rantings of a madman.
It's true. It's true.
And even with TRACER, it's still got the rantings of a madman.
That's true too.
But you also have variety when it's TRACER. There's some sanity in there.
You're definitely pointing the camera at everything but...
Come on, look at.
I'm really not a camera operator is my first thing.
We ordered another beer. That's the third.
I think what you're seeing there is like, and if I can summarize, or what's the word? Yeah, summarize, like history. So vlogging was, the concept of vlogging was, well, the concept wasn't new, but the idea of doing it and putting it on YouTube, that was sort of new. Pointing a camera at your face and talking, to me, that wasn't anything new. But for YouTube, and I mean, my role there was photographer and sometimes a little tool managing, but mostly photography. And then the next thing happens, I start creating videos of my own of the trip. And I get it. I hadn't I didn't, my viral video, the snorkel mask stuff hadn't happened yet. So the first thing that my channel like experienced was TRACER. And like, to be fair, it should have gone bigger. Like this band, and I'm not just doing this because whatever, but we all know that this band should have been way bigger than what the history of this band doesn't justify the music. This should have been a household name. Definitely like Australia, for sure. Everybody should know this band, but they don't. So I created content from those, I think the Apocalyptica tour and the Blackstone Cherry and Black Label Society, those tours, it should have gone bigger. But for whatever the reason, and this drags me down a bit because it just sucks that, like, I don't know, like there's all these fucking Day on the Green festivals and like, you know, TRACER should be playing that shit. Like they should be like, oh yeah, we'll like if Spiderbait can fucking make a career off Black Betty, like come on, man. Like I don't. Anyway, I'll shut up.
Litre of beer, and my beer came in a stein glass.
I'm taking a piss.
It was really sticky. The handle was just like, I couldn't touch it. It was so sticky and silly. So what I stupidly did was I took the beer from this stein and I poured it in this stein, and the beer that wasn't frothy, that had no carbonation, suddenly had carbonation, and it frothed up everywhere, and I spilled half my beer, which then Lockie told me Guinness brewed in Dublin, the bubbles don't float up to the top, they float down, which to me sounds nuts. Lockie?
That's what happens, man. The bubbles, they all go down, man. They all, you ever do it? Later in this tour, we'll get a Guinness, I'll pour it into a glass, bubbles, they'll flow down. And you can add that in your blog in another 20, 45 minutes or whatever, where it's 3 hours long, and everyone's going to sleep halfway through. You can add that in. What did you forget us?
Any normal person would have gone, oh, my handle's sticky. I'll grab this napkin and I'll wipe that, and there we go. Problem solved. Carry on with my life.
What did you do, Brennan? Have you filmed down yet and shown the mess that you made?
You're just like, I just trashed the entire place through in a lovely establishment.
That's what he did.
I'm not a normal person. There's no question about that.
We knew he was not a normal person. Let me put this down here.
In a tour rider, I'm like 5 people and 1 other guy.
He didn't do that.
I consider this guy my good friend. I'm not even classed as the person.
Friends with people that are non-human.
Who knows who you are?
We don't discriminate against humans.
You haven't seen my latest vlog where you and I have a D&M.
I can't wait. No.
Me and Dre had a great D&M after the day that I saw Jenny in Warsaw.
Oh wow! Yeah.
You and I had
really good for them.
Yeah, and I included that in the vlog. He hasn't seen it yet.
I always have a personal concern for my friends' well-being. And it was nice to see him.
Picture in picture.
This is probably really boring.
That thought where he said this is probably really boring, he didn't have that at any point when he was making his way through 16 to 25 minute vlogs. It's only now that like he got up to about 27 minutes he's gone, oh, this is what I'm saying, it's probably really boring. Because it is boring. It is boring.
I need to jump in there and clarify what's going on, because at the beginning of my channel, Gives a Minute, the idea was that every vlog would get longer by 1 minute each vlog. And it became very, very clear very, very quickly that that's the dumbest idea. No, I'm not suggesting I don't have dumb ideas. I have dumb ideas all the time. I often put them into place and I go for it. And then at some point I'm like, this is dumb, dude. What are you doing? And sometimes I go all the way through, such as my plank videos. I've done that. As soon as I could, I stopped it and I got out of it. But in this case, it took me a while to realize that creating content that gets longer by 1 minute every fucking episode is the stupidest concept. It was not just this tour. I mean, obviously right now it's kind of forefront and center where Lockie and Dre had taken the piss, rightly so, but it was later on or maybe before, I can't remember where it went, how it went, but we caught up with the Raw Republic boys again, and Pear sat down. Pear, it was Mike and Pear, and he's like, Bennen, what are you doing? You're making content that gets longer every minute. So every episode's longer. What are you going to do when it gets to like 80 minutes. Are you going to just do an 80-minute vlog? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that is the dumbest idea. And he was right. I stopped. The planking was dumb. Hendrik, the planking concept, okay, I'll take it. It was dumb. I'm not going to defend myself. It was dumb. But there is some interesting conversation coming up with the plank videos. But yeah, I get you. I'll take that.
Correct. I'm not questioning this at all. I think the vlogs needed to be shorter. There's no doubt about that. But I also think that these guys know me.
I know you.
Yeah, my subscribers on YouTube don't really know me. So
no, they don't.
And they don't find
They're better that way.
Yeah, they're not easily bored.
It's better that way.
You guys are bored shitless of me because we spend too much time together. So a 25-minute vlog of just touring shit is boring. But for you guys, it's interesting.
Is it?
Is it?
Really?
That's the question.
Look deep into your soul. Is it really, really interesting?
You touch your phone? Oh, that means you got a second.
We got.
Wait. Dre did it? Dre touched his phone? Did you buy the beers then? Dre picked this. I mean, he's got to do tour shit, but I think Dre copped up. I don't know.
Your phone? Oh, that means you got a second.
We got.
This goes back to earlier in the night, the game with the phones.
Game with the phones. So
you fucked it.
Mike and I we got to do a video for the Tracer fans, recapping the week we've just had, and we've got to do it on our phone. So we both just made the decision that we can't drink another beer. So we just sucked it up. And
Wait. Why didn't I shoot the video? What are you shooting a video on the phone for, Dre? Oh, I was all like, okay.
Around for everybody.
We're in the Hofbrauhaus in Munich.
Not the Hauptbahnhof.
Not the Hauptbahnhof. Hauptbahnhof is the central train station.
We're not in a train station.
No. We got to go through the main beer hall. And you know, there's going to be like a traditional German band.
Yeah.
This thing.
That's right.
We're gonna see a traditional. No,
still there.
Can hear this.
Yes, they're there. They're there.
Let's check this out.
They're there.
This is the traditional German beer house.
Beer hall. Piss heads.
It's traditional.
We're in Germany.
Do we not have any Tracer music in this? This is a Tracer vlog from the road without any Tracer music. I mean, there's your answer, dude. You messed up right there. If you want to get ratings, you got to put the songs in, hey?
We're in Germany. Don't listen to Bannon. We just had an awesome night.
Whoa! Slow down.
Hofbrauhaus. It's not a train station.
No, slow down. Start again.
Okay. We're at the
Fuck, Lockie's
Opera House
twisted.
in Munich.
The Opera House? Did he say Opera House?
Start again.
Okay. We're at the Hofbrauhaus
in
Munich. Or München, Germany.
This
is the middle finger of Nicholas,
that's
our
our bus driver, Nikos.
He's a super grease man.
He's super great.
And we're awesome. And that's how we're at
Oh my God.
Now that that's finished, there's a few things that you can do. First, you can subscribe to my channel here.
Or you could not.
Then you can check out the previous minute here.
Or you could not.
Check out a random minute here. Or check out the first minute here. And if you're a photographer like I am...
Nah, you could just shut the fuck up. So that's an interesting vlog that there's Tracer tour, but no Tracer music, no Tracer video, like nothing. Like, can we get more requests here? Jude, one person's boring is another person's passion. Yeah, this is true. Hendrik, oh fuck, I love Germany. Man, we had some good times. If I actually, you know what? Let's talk about this. Did I hear someone ask this question? No, I'm going to answer it anyway. What's my favorite country to tour? Actually, that's so difficult to answer, but what was the best? The most fun times I had was Switzerland for sure, at the farm for sure. That was like drinking the 30 pack of that Pricks beer and the cream horns. I don't know, just something about that place. Actually, that's not true because I had a lot of fun in other cities as well. In like Dresden was amazing. We had Jetty and I had a wild night in Dresden. And then I had a good time in Dresden like afterwards. Barcelona, Spain, wow. We need music though. We need Tracer music. That's we're out of time. Amsterdam would have been cool. You know, Amsterdam, I mean, aside from like the obvious kind of just whatever, like smoking a joint and walking up the street drinking a beer, after that was done, it was like, I mean, the venues. What do we play in Amsterdam? The Melkweg. The Melkweg, and then, well, I guess the nearest city, Utrecht. I guess that's pretty close. I mean, yeah, I don't know, like Amsterdam was neither here nor there for me, but I mean, it was fun. There was a time that we were walking up the street. It was, I guess it was all of us walking along, but I remember I was with Mike and we were smoking a joint and we had an open beer in our hand and we're walking along like on a footpath or a sidewalk and there's cops walking towards us and both Mike and I were like, no, man, it's legal. It's okay. This is before they have changed their laws. You need to now be inside of a cafe to have a joint or to smoke any marijuana. You need to be in a licensed. It's kind of like, I guess it's like anywhere with a beer. You got to be inside the premises. But before that, you could just whatever. And so we were walking along, smoking a joint, drinking a beer, and I was like, yeah. And we just kept walking. It's like, nah, dude, it's fine. And they just walked past us and we're like, sweet. And you know what? It kind of makes sense that like if everywhere on the planet it's illegal, there's got to be a place where it's legal. Like it doesn't, you know, like if everywhere this thing's banned, there's got to be one place where it's not banned. And that happens to be Amsterdam, or it used to be anyway. Give me some stuff. What are we going to watch? What are we going to hear? I mean, I could wrap this up here. I'm done. I've delivered the yearly content, but I want to just hang out and enjoy the music. So what should we play? Hendrik, Utrecht. I know the place. Yeah. I think that's the close. Is Utrecht the closest to Amsterdam? I mean, I can't recall, but yeah, some of the greatest times that I had was the good memories that I have from those times is Switzerland at the farm. Good fun. Yeah, good fun times. You know what we should do? If no one's going to give me a suggestion, let's just search Tracer. Mel, reminds me of Dre getting stopped by policemen in Glasgow for drinking Jack in the street. He did? Out the front of the O2 in Glasgow? Dude, I could... Oh, man. El Pistolero. We'll play the El Pistolero video. If Dre's still here, I mean, he can confirm this story, but I'll tell it. I'll try to tell it quick because I know I've been boozing and I'll probably extend the story and make it sound bigger than it was. But the funniest thing, either the first or second time, I can't remember which one it was, but we were arriving in Glasgow, Scotland, and the venue was on like a main street, like a big, like a thoroughfare, and we pulled up in the front of the venue. Like there was, I guess there were traffic cones or something, and that we just assumed that was for us. So we pulled up, and I jumped out. I was doing the tour managing stuff at the time, and I jumped out and went in and spoke to someone and said, "Hey, we're Tracer. We're the support for." I can't remember what the gig was. I can't remember who was it a support or was it a headline? It might have even been a headline show. But either way, I go in there and I see someone that looks like they're part of the venue. So I start talking to them and they're like, like pointing to this person. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I go over to that person and start talking and I tell them we're Tracer whatever, here we are. And the person replied, said things. I heard key words that were English, but as a package, like as a whole, I didn't understand what had been said to me. Even though there were key phrases that popped up, I stopped and said, wait, can you say that again? Slow it down and say it again. And they said this shit, and I was like, I genuinely don't know what this person has said to me, even though they're speaking English. I just didn't get it. I didn't hear it or I didn't process it, but whatever they were saying didn't make sense. I was saying we're parked out there on the main street. We moved the traffic cones, we pulled in, and there was some conversation about something. I came back to the bus and I just said, Mel says it's a headline. Okay, so I don't remember, but yeah, I was trying to think if it wasn't a headline, what was the band that was headlining? So it was a TRACER headline show. So I came back to the bus and I said to Dre, I was like, Dre, there's a dude there and he's speaking English, but I don't really get what he's saying. Like none of what he's saying is making sense. And Dre's like, it's fucking Scottish, dude. Like, just, okay. Dre got out and he ran up and he went in there and he spent a good 3 or 4 minutes and came back and went, I don't know what this dude was saying, dude. I cannot understand him, but I think we need to keep going and then take a left and then come back around to the back. I don't think these traffic cones were for us. Even though this is the venue, it's got the name and everything, it's right there, but I don't think this is for us. We've got to go around the back or something. I was like, you got that from him? And I was like, I didn't get that. I got like a whole bunch of gibberish, even though that gibberish was our native language. It's English, but it's Scottish English. And like, there was a small amount of time where we were all frustrated with each other because we all knew that we should be able to, this situation, like it's different when you're in Spain or you're in France or somewhere that doesn't actually have, like there are people that speak English, but most of the time it's native language, right? But here it's like, no, they speak English here. This is fucking Scotland. They speak Scottish English, but it's English. It's like, nah, dude, it's not. You might hear a small fragment of a word and you're like, I get that. But the rest of it's just this blah, 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 blah. It's like, the fuck are you saying, man? Like, slow it right down. Talk to me like I'm a 4-year-old. And even that didn't work. And somehow eventually we worked out what it was. And it turns out we were actually in the right spot. That those cones were for us. So I don't know what the dude was saying, but I think we loaded in from the street. Like we loaded in right there off that main, I don't even remember was it Edinburgh? I don't remember the main drag there. We loaded in straight from there. And you're saying Dre got in trouble for having a jack out on there later on? Yeah, I mean, that does make sense. Okay, let's take a look at El Pistolero from TRACER. Where are we? Here we go. The official video. It's from the TRACER Facebook, the TRACER YouTube channel, so I probably won't get dinged. Of course I will. What a song. Experiencing interruptions? Fuck you, man. I'm taking a slash. Shorty. I'd fuck him. The hair squat. Sexy. Yeah, that was fun, man. I remember, so just a little history or a little side story behind this location. If we go back to partway through this end scene, you get okay. If we pause it right there. So see this here. So I recall Mike coming to me saying, we've got this idea for the video for this song, El Pistolero, the title track to the album. He's like, we got this idea. And what we want to do is we want to have like a split screen, but we don't want to do it we don't want to do it digitally. We don't want to do it in post. We want to do it in real time. We want to have two scenes playing out. We want to have the band rocking, and then we want to have the story being told that morphs between the band rocking out and then into this oops, shit. That's the mic bang. I'm just going to make it really obvious that I did bang the mic then, and I'll try not to do it again. He wants to have the two split screens, but it needs to be real. And I was like, so you need a location that has access to both areas with a wall. And then I worked in this. So what you don't know is in this door where my mouse is, that door there goes into a hallway where there are joint bathrooms for two restaurants, one called Indochine, or it used to be, and then one called The Strand. I used to work at The Strand. I worked at The Strand for like 10 years. I would come out into this area I used to come out there to try to meet chicks. I'd come out into this area right here, right where this action's taking place. I'd come out here and I would just whatever, but so I knew the spot. And I was like, hey man, I know a great spot. And by the way, this is Glenelg, right? This is the basically Jetty Road, or the back of Jetty Road, Glenelg. Very easy to get to, very like well lit up, like just like a good spot. So what I did was I went into Indochine and spoke to the owners and said, I'm going to pitch a band, an Adelaide band, to use this location. Because what happens right where the band's set up right here, usually there's vehicles parked in there because they're all staff for that restaurant. And I said, if we lock this down, can we get that area without vehicles? Can we get the vehicles to be parked outside, and can we use the area? And they agreed. They said, sure, we can do that. So this location came, and I remember Mike saying to me, dude, that is exactly what I was looking for. Like it's like I'm not just smoking myself here, but when he said we need a location with a split screen, I was like, dude, I can already see it, and that's where it was. And I wasn't meant to be in that video. Like my role aside from location scout, my role was just the regular, I'm going to shoot behind the scenes stuff. They had someone, and I don't know if Dre's still here, but they had someone else in mind for that weird sexual lipstick, weird haircut dude. And then the night before, so we had the run sheet for the shoot, and the night before, Mike rang and said, "Hey man, just calling to see you're still good for tomorrow." And I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. He's like, so yeah, well, hang on, I want to pitch something to you. And I'm like, okay. It's like, our guy that we had for this character, they can't make it, so they pulled out. And I'm like, oh, okay, what's happening? And he's like, well, we were talking, like Dre and I were talking, and Jet, by the way, Jet was in the band at that point. Yeah, we were like, yeah, we think you'd be good for it. And I'm like, good for what? He's like, we think you'd be good for the role. I'm like, in the clip? You want me to be in the clip? It's like, yeah, but there is a big but. There's a big but, and I cannot lie. The big but is we want you to, if you're interested, we want you to dye your hair black, and we want you to look like a bogan, a sexual predator. And I was like, I didn't have headphones on, but I had the phone. I was like, and it wasn't an old school. I had my handy. I was like, Haley, can I dye my hair black and cut it to look like a sexual predator and be in the video for Tracer? And she's like, what? Like, yeah, can I do that? And she's like, I don't care. And I'm like, well, I mean, man, whatever it is, I mean, and I was like, I just trust. I didn't give a fuck, to be completely honest. Like, when someone offers you something like that, if you say no to that, something's wrong with you. This got offered to me. I didn't actually know what it was. All I knew was that someone had talked about me being the person for it. And by the way, I trust Mike, I trust Dre. I didn't know Jet super well, but I trusted him. He'd already earned my trust. So if they all thought that this thing, whatever it was suited to me, I trusted that. I was like, yeah, I'm down. As long as my girl was good with it, I was like, I'm down. So yeah, we ended up going to, this is the night before the fucking day of the shoot, right? Haley and I, we go to our local supermarket. We got hair dye. We dye my hair black, like jet black, and we cut it off into this stupid bowl cut. And Haley's like, you look like a fucking retard. I'm like, I think this is what they want. I'm not sure. I'm going to be dressed in Everlast and like ripples. By the way, those ripples, where can you see them? They were my shoes. I actually owned, where are we? I owned those shoes. You can't, that's a pretty good pause. Those ripples, I owned them. They were actually my ripples. Dre, they pulled out. Yeah, whoever it was for that role, they pulled out. And like, I mean, look, to be completely fair, I don't need much encouraging. If someone says, can you do something stupid for us? If I value the person, if I value the proposition or whatever it's going to be for, I'll do it. I'll do it. I got to say too, like, I quite liked it. Like, I think I could be an actor. I haven't done anything about that. I haven't pursued it, but I reckon I could be an actor. If someone says we need you to do this and this is the thing, I reckon I could do that. Like, I mean, arguably, my whole fucking life has been one big act. Actually, that's getting too deep, but I see you agree with me. But yeah, so that's the story there. And I guess there are some behind the scenes photographs. If you go to my website once more, instead of going to the Tracer Too Much video, click on the Tracer link, go down to El Pistolero, which I guess would be around these days, 24, no, too far. El Pistolero artwork photo shoot. Not that one. On location, El Pistolero video. Here we go, folks. This is the clips, the shots, the shits. I get the hero image there. I mean, I'm slightly attracted to myself there. The story there, I just told you the whole story, but that's the story. I guess Haley took these photos. You may want to make that your screensaver on your phone. I understand. Dre's having a good time. That's the phony gun until they replaced it with a real gun. Real gun unloaded, of course. Nice. Action shots. Look at Dre's happy face, man. Hope you're still that happy, Dre. Look how happy you look there, man. That's a cheeky, smiling, happy face. Ah, there it is. Nice. Makeup. Makeup bag. Travis. Rad. Tim Pine, Travis. I'll shoot you. Jonathan? And from what I recall, on the day of the shoot, it was pretty quick. Like we got our shit down. Right? There wasn't much faffing around. It was all pretty quick. Hey, from what I recall, there wasn't really any like we got to do that again because it didn't work. It was all like, okay, this is the scene. Sorry, run it through us. Okay, this is what's happening. It's like, okay, cool. Let's like call action, and then it was done. It was like, okay, do a second take, and then it was like, okay, moving on. There wasn't any faffing around that day. Nice. By the way, right behind where Dre is here, there's now a shopping center. That used to be that was a parking lot, and now it's a shopping center. Yeah. Okay, so we shot into the night. Into the night. Get it? A slight reference there to a Tracer song, folks. I reckon I'm not sure, but I reckon I would have called his name out here. Sometimes I'd get a long shot and yell out, Mike, and then snap it. I think. I mean, that doesn't sound like something I wouldn't do. Tim Pine was a bit of a strange... Anyway. Ah, Allison. I haven't been through these images in a while. There's a lot of shots here. Yeah, that's the shot you want. The two scenes is Mike plays hard. Phony gun, real gun. Fake teasers. A real photographer calls names. I call them out, dude. Yeah, good times. Good times. And you saw the video. We've been there through that. We've seen that. What are we doing? How are we going for time? We should wrap this up sort of soon. Dre, possibly one of our best interviews. Perfect, Dre. Thank you, man. Thank you. Here's a link. If ever there was a reason to play something on a stream, it's when the man in the band gives me the fucking link. This is from Dre. This is the drummer in the band, folks, for those that don't realize what's going on. He's got a link, possibly our best interview. I'll grab this out of the shizzle. First interview in Tracer in France. Oh, is this with old mate? I think this might be with old mate. I don't know. I have to. Let me see. Amiens. Let's see. I can't. I think I know what this is. I'm going to take a slash, but I'm listening. Is there no volume? Ride the Sky. Am I in Facebook? Wait. No volume?
That story? Yeah, sure.
Okay, sorry. There is volume here. It's just sketchily done. Okay, you could have put a track in there. Who are you? Tracer. Okay, I'm watching. I'm listening.
That story? Yeah, sure. I'm Dre. This is Lee and Mike. I'm Mike. The Tracer story starts with these two. When they were very little, they played in a blues band. Mildly successful, and then later on I came along and joined in, and the band got a bit better, and Tracer was born, and yeah, we're from Australia. We play all out, balls to the walls rock music. And it's great for us to come out here in Europe, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
It's a great way to stay in shape.
Oh, it's awesome. It's a great opportunity to play in front of some new people that wouldn't usually see Tracer. Going to be playing some great venues through Europe. The two of us is something new for us. Staying there with two bands should be a bit of a fun party we have with another band as well. The places we're going, some of them are new, some of them we've been to before. And the lads seem pretty cool guys, and I think it's going to be a good way to stay.
So just for those that don't realize what's going on here, there's a Simpsons episode where there's a guy who always rides a 10-speed push bike, and he gets interviewed on the news, Tracy Trigger Now or whatever that was, and everything. It was a Family Guy. Fuck me, man. Dude, sorry, Dre. Yeah, okay, so I'm mixing up the stories, but he kept answering, I choose to ride a 10-speed because it's harder on my legs, and I appreciate this, and it's a great way to stay in shape. And everything that he ended was, it's a great way to stay in shape. And I don't think Ludovic, that was his name, the interviewer was from this sketchy, I don't want to speak ill of him, but it was just a bit lousy, and you guys were just taking the piss. These are funny. Yo, Belke, hey, those days are the best gigs. Tracer and Raw Republic, they were fun days. Belke, how you doing, by the way? Good morning.
Musical inspiration.
Captain Keach and Shrimp Shack Shooters, I think is definitely one of the big ones. Like Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple and Black Sabbath, the sort of older blues and rock bands, all the way through to the bands like Stone Age guys and Foo Fighters and who have we been listening to lately? Graveyard.
Mike's kind of being serious there.
Also Black Red and White Soccer Club, stuff like that.
How's he going to pull this back to it's a great way to stay in shape? Because he's kind of listing off the actual influences, but he has to bring it around somehow.
Also Black Red and White Soccer Club, stuff like that. I was a big Stevie Ray Vaughan fan, the guitarist, as well as Jimi Hendrix and all that sort of stuff. So one thing that you get asked this question quite a lot. So the thing that I've noticed throughout the inspirations is that they're always very soulful musicians. They don't wank off on the guitar too much. It's from the heart, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
He struggled there. You could see Lee and Dre watching, thinking, how's he going to pull this back to it's a great way to stay in shape? And both I think rightly so, Dre and Lee were like, he's getting a bit too deep here. He needs to pull it back.
So one thing that you get asked this question quite a lot. So the thing that I've noticed throughout the inspirations is that they're always very soulful musicians. They don't wank off on the guitar too much. It's from the heart, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
I don't think that really worked. I mean, it's funny, but I don't think it worked as well as it could have. It's pretty bad.
From Australia?
Yeah.
Australian band. I like My Left Boot. Yeah. They're a favourite band of mine. Who else is good? Wolf Mother are pretty good.
That band AC/DC.
AC/DC. Everyone knows AC/DC.
It's normal.
AC/DC. ACDC.
Yeah.
Airborne? No? Airborne.
Airborne? Yeah.
Airborne?
AC/DC. You don't need Airborne.
Yeah, but listen, you listen to Airborne and it's, it's a good way to stay in shape.
Listening to Airborne's a good way to stay in shape. Since when? How?
Musical style. We would be Dairy Rock. Dairy Rock. We would not be Dairy Rock. There's already a band called the Dairy Brothers. They couldn't be Dairy Rock. We are classic / stoner / grunge / better than other bands. Reviews of it? The reviews have been good, man. Really good. Yeah. People seem like they like the album quite a lot, which is it's good.
What do you think of it?
I like.
Do you like it?
I like it.
Yeah, I like a lot.
Ah, cool.
I like it a lot. Dinner? I'm going to go out for dinner? Why don't you get my number first?
Chicken. Yeah.
By the way, just speaking, just in a historical sense, see that T-shirt behind, between Dre and Lee? I don't actually have that shirt. Of all the Tracer merch, that's one that I didn't never. I guess that was the girly shirt, right? I still have the hoodie and the logo shirt, but that one there I never had. By the way, my hoodie is trashed. What has it been? It's been like 15 years. I guess it's done quite well, but yeah.
And so chicken, soup, chicken, rice. Is that rice? Wine and cheese. Yeah, you got good wine. Oh, you'll see us after the show. Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be right here.
Yeah.
Lovely arrangement of and of course, this little guy.
Yeah.
You turn this up loud and listen to it. It's a great way to stay in shape.
That's right. Between in space, that one.
He turned the album up and listened to it. It's a great way to stay in shape. Next projects? What are you calling them quit already?
Christmas, and then coming back to the summer festival season.
Do some writing, make some new music.
We'll probably play a few shows in Australia
and stay in shape,
and then come back over here.
Did he say that? Stay in shape.
We'll probably play a few shows in Australia, keep in shape, and
Keep
then
in shape.
come back over here for summer.
Keep in shape by playing shows. New songs? No, we're only going to play our old songs.
Oh, there's always we keep writing all the time. We're writing when we're on the road.
That's a dumb question to ask a band. Are you going to play anything new? Nah, we're only going to write one album and that's all we're going to ever give you. What a dumb question. It's like saying, is a chef going to ever make a new dish? Like, come on, like, that's just dumb.
Oh, there's always we keep writing all the time. We're writing when we're on the road. There's always new ideas coming out. We record them on the iPhone, and then when we get back home, we make them into songs.
That's what I was saying before.
I think we've got about
Here we go. Look at the smirk on Mike's face. He that's right there, or just a fraction before is when he's like, "How do I turn this around to? It's a great way to stay in shape."
But I think we've got about 4 or 5 songs that are almost finished. Okay. They just need words and music.
That was okay. He didn't do it, but that was always a go-to for Mike. He's like, yeah, we've got a new album. All it needs is words and music, which is basically the whole thing. So you're saying that you have nothing.
It is. Congratulations.
Wow, snappy end. Let's just have a quick look at this channel because that was from well, Ludovic, which he was an aspiring journalist in 14 years ago. He had, okay, so he's got four subscribers. I'm not taking the piss, but I'm taking the piss. He hasn't done anything else. He did 3 videos 14 years ago. I mean, you might say, well, dude, you did a vlog that got longer by the minute each time, and that was the dumb decision. And then you can see other dumb decisions. We should wrap this up, though, because this could just get messier. Although I should at least stay for the end of this, Jack. Do we keep watching more content? Probably. What could I play as you? What could I play for you? And a little something a little exclusive. Out of my archival, if we go back to my website, Sydney photo shoot. We did a photo shoot in Sydney. I can't recall that. Oh, Como. Right. Of course. Yeah. Okay, so we did that. So let's think about this. What could I show you that you might be blown away by? Do you know what it is? It has to be. I don't think Dale's here any longer, but I feel like if he was here, he'd request this as well. Take a look at this, folks. Water for Thirsty Dogs is a no-brainer. You mean the track? What do you want to hear? What do you want to hear from the album, Hendrik? Water for Thirsty Dogs. I was going to play Sleep by the Fire. That's what I would have... Oh, man, I got to get a haircut. I've got to get a haircut badly. My hair is hideous. Have to go to work now. Miss you guys so much. Cheers and beers. Hey, thanks, Mel. Thanks for being here. It's. I guess it's been 12 months since the last reunion stream. Yeah, it is what it is. 8 years ago, the making of the video from it, the making of Water. So I wasn't there for the Water for Thirsty Dogs recording. So I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I wasn't there to document that. So that's something that I always regret. I don't know how that panned out, but I wasn't there in that session, which was I don't know. Like I think I was going through. I mean, I know I was going through some pretty hard times myself, but I wasn't there. I wasn't involved in that. But if you look at this recommended video, Sleep by the Fire on Rock Palace, this is a pretty good video. Check this out, folks. We'll wrap it up with this. Take a look at this.
Stone cold. Then there was guns, then there was fighting. When the smoke cleared, light
Fuck yes. Yo, Birchie, how you doing, man? Cologne was really close to where you lived in Germany? Yeah, man. We had some good times over there. Definitely.
Michael Brown and guitar. Dankeschön. Thank you.
Dankeschön. Bitte zen. There you go, folks. What I want to do before we depart here, because we are hitting, or we've hit the 3-hour mark. I try to do 3-hour streams if I can. I want to do something. I want to watch a live version of the song, which is going to like loop it all back to like the beginning of this stream where I played a dream that I had, and I was recording my dream for somebody, and I was talking about this scenario where TRACER reformed and they played this weird show. The idea was that they got this venue and they were like, well, you can just do a rehearsal here and just for shits and giggles. But what happened was people heard about it and people came. This is a dream, by the way. This didn't actually happen. But in my dream, like thousands of people rocked up to this thing. And in the dressing room, Mike said to me, well, what song should we open with? And I'm like, you're going to ask me? Why don't you choose? Like, it's your band. He's like, no, I want to hear what you. And I said Wrecking Ball, a song from LA, the EP that came out before Spaces in Between. I've always liked that song. And I said you should open with that. So why don't we end this stream with a live version of Wrecking Ball? I found this on YouTube by a channel called Bobo Mud. Gotta love a Bobo Mud. This is from the Reeperbahn Festival in Hamburg, which we could also check the photos on the website. They're in here somewhere. If you go to TRACER, what was it, 2014? That's not that. 2015, September 2015. So if we go down to 2015 here, I'm sure we could see the photos. Apocalyptica Tour, yeah, 2015. And we scroll down to the Reeperbahn Festival. Here we go. Sounds Australia. I guess it was around this area, right? Around this era. Wait, is Wrecking Ball on this set list though? It's not. Fuck you, man. Gibson Rock Bus. This is the interview that Hendrik wanted on the bus, but that's the Rock Cafe. This is it, right? Yeah, Wrecking Ball, track 3. So what we're going to see here, to wrap this up here, this is that song, which I fucking love, on YouTube. Play it.
Come on, let me see you put your hands together, go!
Tiny venue too. This song. Man, this brings me so back to the tours. I'm walking through a venue right now backstage, hearing this. There's some camera crew there. Where's the video from this? The official video. I'm digging this. This is sick. The breakdown coming up. Isolate. Ralph's a guy. No worries, Maz. Love the LA CD.
Make some noise!
I agree, Paul. Seems that crime pays after all. Fuck yes. Straight into it. There's a man. I knew that was coming in. Oh, dude, I missed that so much, man. Oh, dude, the music, it doesn't get it. This is what I was saying at the beginning of this stream. The music will always exist. Like, it doesn't matter how old you get, how different life twists and turns, and how much whatever goes on and shit happens. The music is the same, right? It's this, that right there. I know that venue. I'm there right now in that venue trying to get my photographs of that show. I'm right there. I remember exactly that day. Ask me any of the days surrounding it, and I've got no fucking idea. But watching that, I can, and it may be there may be some Jack in this alcohol, but I can vibe. Just once a year, at least once a year, can we just enjoy it? You know, like, hang on one sec. All right, here's a pitch. You know, in the crypto world, they have what's called a whale. And the whale is someone who has bought in early on a cryptocurrency that has no value, but they bought a fuck ton of it. And then somehow, for some reason, the value is increased. And so when they bought it at 0.00003, now it's worth 0.3. So it's 3 cents. So suddenly they've got a lot of money. Is there someone in the music industry, like the equivalent? Are there whales in the music industry that could go, instead of like, hang on, where am I going with this? This all came this all seemed really great in my mind, and then I started saying it, and it didn't quite. The equivalent is what I'm trying to do is like, can there be someone in the music industry that says, I'll give what I want more TRACER. I want more TRACER. I want more TRACER music. And if it needs a fucking lot of money and it needs a whale to come in and go, imagine Bezos or someone of that equivalent came up and said, hey, phone call to Mike. Mike, what would it take for you, Dre, and Jet to sort of write a new album and maybe just do a showcase? What would it take? Oh, well, a couple of $100,000 each. We'd probably be able to spend a month writing and recording and putting something down. Maybe $400,000 each. Okay, here it is. Go to Jetty's place and just spend 4 months and write something. Well, people do that for crypto. Why can't they do that for music? Why is it just crypto that happens in? Like, someone should just come up and go, for the benefit of everybody, because we're all going to get a new record. We're all going to get the benefit. Here's enough money to give you guys the space in between. The dogs are... Dude, I gotta stop. I gotta get out. Look, I like music. You like music. I'm happy to have given you TRACER. Once a year, we talk absolute balls out of everything. And I'll just eject right now and say, hey, by the way, thank you, Dre, for being here, hanging out for a while. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, everybody else who's been in the chat, hanging out and enjoying the music. If I've done anything to inspire you, at least go and search up TRACER. I mean, you'll find that band on all the streaming platforms. I don't know where the money goes at this point, but you just don't even worry about that. Just enjoy the music. Just go and enjoy the music. Search it up, watch it, enjoy it, have fun. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm not working tomorrow, so I'll stream again tomorrow. And we'll reflect on all the good times and the bad times. And thank you for hanging out with me on the stream here. Appreciate you all. Good times are abound. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Here comes the end slate. It says, thanks for being here live with me. Shit, yeah. That's what I mean. And then it cuts to the rear camera.
Man, that was the play. Streaming every night, building up a sway. But as the side faded,
I like this tune.
Now I'm hopping platform, surfing through the fray.
We got a farkle. Get ready to farkle in the chat. Ready for it?
Farkle in the chat, bringing loss to the
What the fuck does that mean? Farkle in the chat? AI, man. Farkle in the chat. I mean, I don't know. I'm all down for a good farkle. I've got no idea what that means, but I'm down for it. Who wants to farkle with me? My number's 04 0 something 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 something.
Always looking for the next thrill.
That's
where I ignite. Community so solid, always shining bright. Rolling deep.